Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm John Luke. This is Tay.
What's up?
We're playing Destiny. Well, Tay's playing Destiny. I'm not
Yes.
playing Destiny.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So yeah, we're pretty much checking out the new Iron Banner. Well, it's not new Iron Banner, but like Mayhem is an Iron Banner for the first time. So I'm expecting like a lot of crazy supers, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But also we're just here to kind of talk about the fact that we will both be going to check out Destiny 2 in about a little less than a week or so.
Next
Thursday. Yep.
Yes. They sent us a little thing.
Yeah, it's a little invite.
So
just tells you the info. It's
Yep.
May 18th. That's when they're going to do their gameplay reveal stream as well. It also came with this. Wow, he doesn't stay in his stand. Cade. We got this cool little figurine.
which you get from
The
people,
GameStop exclusive?
I think so. I know a couple of friends of mine got that.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. And
Me
it's pretty
too, yeah.
sturdy vinyl. Oh,
Yeah, not bad.
and he doesn't stay in the... And then the other thing we got was the kind of like the Dark Ghost. I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's supposed to be like a world without light.
Yeah, that's what it says on this thing.
We'll have to see what that means exactly. But the pin's kind of cool too. I know you're a big pin guy. I'm not
I like
as
pin.
big. Yeah.
I like pins, but I don't like it. I've become the pin guy in the office, and I'm not that into pins to the level I think people think I am.
Fair enough. But I mean, compared to everyone else, I guess you could argue you have the most pins at least.
Yes, at least every couple of weeks, I'll find someone has just like put a pin on my desk.
Oh.
Like I'll just walk to my desk and there's a pin there. I'm like,
Well, that
okay.
seems pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like not a bad situation
It's
to
like,
be in.
all right, got a free pin.
Yeah.
When was the last time you played Destiny?
Oh boy. The first Iron Banner they did after Rise
Seems
of
about right.
Iron. Yeah.
Seems about right.
Maybe a little. I did the raid. I didn't do it on hard though.
Show the Iron Lords what
Yeah, that's about it.
Fair enough. Oh, that's a bad idea.
I might have popped in for a winter event or something for like a second.
Those hot events.
Yeah.
I haven't PvP'd in a long time, so this could go either horribly well or terribly bad, depending on how you look at it. Oh yeah, it's Mayhem too, so like you can chuck grenades and all that stuff.
I like that gun you got.
Yeah, it's the Mito with the Arctic skin.
Right, they added skins.
Got one. All right. We are also checking out YouTube and the Twitch chat.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys are in there playing Destiny still, have questions and whatnot, please feel free to ask me and John Luke. Hopefully we can get you some answers. Oh, he bubbled. Smart guy.
At this point, I'm very curious. I'm just excited to see what Destiny 2 has to offer.
Yeah. We know that these 3 classes are still in there. Not sure if there's any different subclasses. That'll be an interesting one to see.
No 4th class announced or anything like that.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah.
Hoping to see something
I'm
next
curious
week.
to see what they do with the story. That was, I think the lore of Destiny is interesting,
Mhm.
but not presented well in the game. Like when you read those like grimoire cards they have, which first off you have to go to a website or download an app to read them, right?
Yeah.
And, like that sucks.
That was
but
Aaron's thing. He loved the grimoire stuff.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people did, to be honest.
Like the writing in those cards is actually pretty good. And you're like, this is actually like kind of some interesting sci-fi,
Mhm.
but it's just not presented in a way that's like good or entertaining. You're like, right? It's like put this in the game or like don't put it in cards. Even if they actually put the grimoire cards in the game, I would still. It's still not enough. Like I want actual good narrative. So that's something I'm really hoping Destiny 2 pushes forward a lot.
Dang it.
They've already kind of started to go that direction with like Taken King and the Iron Lords. That stuff was like more story heavy than the original.
Yeah, Taking King stuff was good though.
Yeah, I
mean,
like that.
And I think they realized that, so they're definitely involving Cade more, as we saw in the kind of like the trailer and whatnot. Jesus. But yeah, thank you guys for the people that also tuned into our stream earlier for Forza. Ben and Miguel did a great job, so shout outs to those guys. Oh, I just missed that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is awkward. No, how come his killed me and mine didn't kill him?
Someone wants to know what we think of Prey. I beat it.
You've been playing a lot more than me,
I beat it
so
yesterday.
I'll let you. I'll defer.
I loved it personally. Seems to be a lot of mixed reception around the office. I know me and Mike seem to be on the like absolutely like love it camp.
Heavy ammo inbound.
You know, Jake seems to be enjoying it. Yeah, it'll be. I think that game's gonna just have like a overall mixed bag.
Yeah.
In general.
I mean,
from people.
I think I want to say our review hopefully should be up in a couple days or so.
That's the idea.
Yeah. Review in progress is up. Tamura's playing that from the UK.
Yep.
So interesting to see what he thinks.
I think he just beat it.
Oh, okay.
I want to say. I could be wrong, but yeah, we should have that pretty soon.
This is not going so hot. I keep forgetting that it's like Mayhem, and that I should just be spamming the shit out of my supers.
Yeah.
But, you know, I like using my gun. Oh, hello.
Someone wants to know, is this where you sign up for the Destiny Scrub League?
Yes. All of the scrubs. Like that. See, look at how many hammers I just missed. No problem, though. Not punished. I don't want to go over there.
So, of all the things for Destiny, like, what do you want to see out of Destiny 2? Like, what's the aspect you would be looking forward to most?
I mean, I'm always a big fan of the raids. I've been more into PvE than PvP. And I feel like they did a really good job with Vault of Glass. And I want to see more of that. I mean, the raids after that were, like, Oryx was fine. It was pretty good. The Rise of Iron one was okay. I feel like it wasn't like great, but it wasn't like bad like Crota.
Crota was bad.
Yeah, Crota was just not good. We don't talk about Crota.
Heavy ammo available.
I like Crota aesthetically. I like that one, but not actually playing it.
Dude, what the shit? Okay,
yeah,
well, I wasted
that's
super.
kind of the one thing is that they never were able to like top that original raid for a lot of people. So I don't know, just kind of. I mean, they've been working on this one for a while, right?
Yeah,
like, that's
I mean,
the idea. They've been
the
working
good
on this
news
one.
though is that like Luke Smith has a pretty big hand on Destiny 2, and he was the one that helped do, you know, the vault as well as like Taken King stuff.
Yep.
So I have pretty high hopes, or like, you know, higher hopes. Okay, hello. But yeah, I think a good single player is pretty key.
Definitely, yeah.
Because the PvP is fine. I don't think like anyone's like this is an esport or anything. I think Trials of Osiris is like a fun mode, but definitely not for everyone. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't really know what you would change much about PvP. I feel like it can kind of stay the way it is, and people will be pretty okay with that.
Yeah. And hopefully, yeah, some people talking about the DLC and hoping that there's not too much like separated content. But you know, they're obviously going to have their DLCs.
Yeah, they've already announced that they're going to have 2 expansions, which it reminds me of the
ooh, juked.
The smaller expansions, you know, the Crota and
Heavy ammo
what was it, the Dark Below and the House of Wolves one, like kind of the same thing. Which I didn't like those because they were much smaller. So you like when you got it, you're like, okay, cool. I played it in a day. I'm kind of done. And that's why I really like Taken King, because Taken King, you could beat like the story part in like a day, but then there were all those like really cool hidden aspects to it. Where
like the
like a month. It took me like probably a good month to fully do everything in that.
Yeah, I mean, like just getting all the calcified fragments and then having to wait for those.
Yeah.
That took a long time. That was a kind of cool mystery that, you know, ultimately led to you getting an exotic weapon. 0.73, not bad. Haven't played PvP in a while. It'll only get better, I promise. We got Clever Dragon.
What's the current highest light level?
400.
400?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look, Neurosis is here. Dan Mahork of former GameSpot fame, if that's a thing.
He says better matchmaking. Yeah, that's a good point.
But they've been trying to work on matchmaking for like the longest time.
Man,
so
they
I feel
need in-game looking for group for raids.
Yeah, well, okay, so I'm torn about that, and
Okay.
I think I want chat to kind of chime in on this one too, because so that's like a big pain point for, you know, a good half of the players of Destiny, if not more maybe, is that they can't do the raids without having a group, obviously, right? And there isn't like a way for you to kind of have like a group finder like you would with your heroic strikes and whatnot.
Yeah.
But then there's the other part of it where like, well, the elitist in me is like, you know, the raid is something that is harder that you, and I'm not trying to exclude people, but you know, you definitely want to have a group of people that you can play with that you trust, because what if you get into a group with just like people that don't want to listen, don't have headsets, like can't figure it out? Because like voice communication, I feel like in the raid is like pretty key, depending on in some cases more than others. So what they can try to do is they can try to maybe meet halfway. So I played a lot of WoW. I don't know if you played a lot of WoW. But what WoW ended up doing was they had tiers of the raid, which Destiny kind of has already.
Yeah, sort of.
But you can make like a raid light that has a group finder, or like one that you can search for with other people, and you could get rewards, but maybe the light isn't as high as like the stuff you would get in a normal version of the raid.
That would be a good way to do it, so that people, because you hear a lot of people who just don't ever experience the raids. Right?
Exactly.
And it's sort of like, that's a bummer, because they are some of the best parts about the game. I mean, for me, it's more that, like, on their website, on Bungie.net, they have, like, a browser-based, like...
Yeah. The LFG, yeah.
Yeah, LFG. I would just like something like that in the game, basically. Like a system where, yes, I don't necessarily want, like, a blind, matchmaking.
Yeah. You want something more kind of, like,
but
refined,
Yeah,
I guess.
exactly. Take the stuff they already have on their website and just incorporate that directly into the game. Like, cut out, like... I feel like you immediately turn people off when you say, hey, you got to go to our website if you want to, like, try and, like, match up with, like, randos for this.
That's fair.
The same way it's like, hey, if you want the story, you got to go to our website and look at the Grimoire cards. Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. This is going to go swimmingly. I know it. I used to be able to shoot a hand cannon. Those days are over, I think.
It's a big question. You going to play on a PC or PS4?
I will probably play on PS4. Oh, God. What about you?
I originally thought, I'll just stick with PS4. All of my friends are switching to PC.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All of them. Because I was like, well, I guess I'll just stick with the PS4 because that's where we all are. And they're all like, yep, going to PC. I'm like, shoot. Do I have to go to PC now? They're all leaving me.
I mean, basically, it comes down to, like, where do the majority of your friends play, right?
Yeah,
That's,
exactly.
like, the actual answer. But I think most of my friends are on PS4 already, so it's like I'm used to them, used to playing there, so I'll probably just play here.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, what type of PS4 Pro support or whatnot is there going to be,
point. Right.
They haven't really talked about that aspect of it, like, are you going to be, like, 4K or, like, whatnot? So that's what I'm interested to see.
That's a good point.
Stick 'em! No.
Yeah, I mean, I have a friend who never played the game, just got a PS4 recently. Finally picked up the game. He got like the $30.
The bundle, like with everything.
Comes with everything.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's like he like loves it. It's funny. He was like, I take back all the bad things I've ever said about Destiny. This game's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's still, for me personally, one of the best like field like shooting mechanics type game. Like the feel, the sound, like all of that is on point. Like of all the shooters I played so far, I don't think there's one that's been better than Destiny for me.
Totally.
Because like you know when someone's shooting like a Hawk Moon, you know when someone's shooting like a Last Word. So I don't know. I think from that perspective.
Sure. And then the question is, how does that feel on mouse and keyboard?
Yeah, and then like, is there crossplay? I don't think
No,
so. I think it's gonna be like Overwatch,
there
right?
Can't be.
I feel like I just suppressed myself.
I would love for that to happen, but there's too much competitiveness in this game to make that work. Or it'd be like specific things.
Well, I know there's this one guy on Twitch that somehow already has like a keyboard mouse set up for like either his Xbox or his PlayStation, and I was like, that kind of feels cheap.
Yeah, there's weird hacks you can do with that. But that you're still restricted to the fact that the aiming is designed for console, so it has like, the acceleration is different, and
you think aim assist and stuff.
Yeah, so like that's the kind of thing where you want that to be different on a mouse and keyboard. So just like the way they handle that and then like how that affects the gunplay is something I'm kind of interested in.
Heavy ammo available.
So you're gonna go PC then, right?
I
From
might.
what you just said.
Although my friend who just got it was
He's
now
like, stay on PS4, man.
Yeah, well,
please."
he's like, hey, I don't know if my PC can run it, so I might stick with PS4. And I was like, ah, dude, like, I don't know what to pick now.
That's tough. You just have to get as many converts as possible. Dang it! I got Tiger
Just
Knee.
get both and never play.
Yeah,
ever
that's
again.
no. Well, there are some people that do the whole like they play on one console and then all their friends like or like other friends that start playing, they're like, oh god, I'm dead. You know, they're like, just play on Xbox with us, and then they switch over and they have like 2 sets of accounts, like an Xbox One account and a PS4 account, which I think is insane.
I had a friend who did that, but that was because he didn't own a PS4. And when he finally got one, he just switched over, and I don't think he's touched it on
They stick 'em?
Xbox since.
Well, that's fair. All right, we're gonna switch back to a scout because this map's too far for this hand cannon. Also, because I'm scrubbing it up with the hand cannon.
No, that's interesting. Someone brings up the idea of, like capture the flag, king of the hill, big maps of vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
That's-
Well, their capture the flag is like
Kind of.
is whatchamacallit Rift, right?
But that is something that always kind of slightly perplexed me was something I always thought like Bungie did amazing with Halo was they had just like
Heavy ammo
so
inbound.
many modes and customization for multiplayer that this game just doesn't have. And like I thought that's what made Halo really stand out and to some degree still kind of stand out. And so I was really surprised that they never did anything like that with this game. And I wonder if they ever will.
Oh, just don't run back in there. No! I lost the punch fight. T-Rex arms. Yeah, I mean, like, more modes would be cool. I mean, like, the funny thing is, do you remember when Destiny first came out, they actually had vehicles as a thing, and then they took them out?
They did. I do remember that.
They're like, nah, it turns out people don't like vehicle combat, I guess. That's not Battlefield. And, like, that has never come back into the... Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, I lived somehow. I was like, I'm dead to another super. This is great.
I mean, I would just like more robust, like, weird customization options. Like, oh, I can tweak the... like how Halo, it's like, oh, I can tweak the gravity, and I can tweak, the amount of points it takes, and, just like weird stuff like that. Like, I like that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I think they have some of that, but not as much.
Not-
They
not
finally
to
added
the
like
degree
custom
that-
games and stuff, but like, yeah, definitely not.
Not even close to the degree that Halo
Oh,
has.
nice grenade. Yeah, but it's hard. It's still like set in this like world, right?
That's the thing, is it's
Like,
so
whereas-
in-universe.
Yeah. Oh god.
It's a little harder to justify it. I think, although really, like, the multiplayer doesn't really make that much sense in the universe.
Heavy ammo
Yeah.
available. I
Eh,
know
they
that
try.
you
Oh, we
got.
lost.
They do try.
Do it again.
Steal that kill.
Also, apparently, a friend was telling me this, who's kind of into the Destiny lore, that I guess, like, the whole multiplayer conceit actually doesn't even make that much sense. Like, just having multiple people, because apparently there's only supposed to be, like, a handful of Guardians, period, is what he was saying, according to the lore.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Gray Fox. It's not going to be easy for them to have like raid matchmaking. I don't know. Matchmaking with randoms can be like good and bad. Like for me personally, I've had mostly good experiences, at least with LFG sites, but I've only done it a couple times. I haven't run into like that group where, there's like one or two people that are just kind of like jerks or d-bags. They're like, like, you suck. We're kicking you.
I have a friend who does do that.
Oh my god.
No, he's not.
Does he give him a chance, a fair
He
chance?
gives him a fair chance, and he doesn't like verbally kick them out. Just more of like, okay, I'm just gonna kick this guy out. Like, just kind of, and I'm like, oh, like I feel bad for that guy, but he was bringing down the group. What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Try to be a good community person.
Yeah, that's the thing.
and,
Is like I'm like I could never do
try
that.
to like
I'm not
hold out,
I'm not that kind of person. I also don't
yeah.
like playing for I don't actively seek out random people.
Mm.
The only time I've ever done it is because I'm with a group of people who then are like, well, we
Looking
need
for
a couple
one more or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like short a person. Yeah, we do that too sometimes. But then it becomes this thing of like, do you have Gallarhorn? Because if you don't have Gallarhorn, you can't join. And
Yeah,
I was that type of person though. So. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like they've refined this game so much. I am curious to see what they do to change the feel in Destiny 2.
Yeah.
I don't know like how much they want to change. It's like scary to think like
just kind of be more.
it's got
Destiny.
that COD, like that COD feeling where it's like COD doesn't really break too much from what COD normally is because they're too afraid, like, you know what I mean? Like, they're too afraid to break it because like they know part of that formula works so well and that's why people play it.
Right.
So like, what do they do to Destiny to make it still feel the same for someone like me who poured like tons of hours, and you played a lot as well, to keep it still somewhat familiar but also fresh?
Exactly. I feel like Destiny, I'm kind of worried that Destiny 2 would be more impressive if Taken King didn't exist. Is kind of my feelings. Like, when you compare Destiny 2 to, say, vanilla Destiny, you're like, whoa, it's like this huge advancement. But when you take into account, you know, all the expansions and like improvements they've slowly made to make the game better and refine it, like you said, now it's like, well, it's not that dramatic of a upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
That's at least, I mean, that's just speculation of mine, but that's kind of my worry.
Yeah. Malice Mage, why are we playing Destiny? Mainly because there's a new version of Iron Banner, and mostly to hype for D2, and just talk about our feelings about D2 and the fact that we are going to go see Destiny 2 next week. Should be pretty cool, pretty exciting. I'm excited, that's for sure.
I'm excited. I just want to, like, know... I want to know what we're going to get to see, right? Like, are they showing story? Are they showing multiplayer? Are we going to get to see a hub?
Yeah.
New weapons, new abilities. Like, what are we going to get?
I feel like it's going to be like one of those like first mission things where it's like, wow, if I don't get this guy. Oh, I stuck you though.
Nice.
I feel like maybe it'll just be like, oh, here, look, the tower is messed up. You got to take it back. And that's like the mission, you know? Ooh, we're doing good, John Luke. We're doing good. Ooh. Oh, I missed him.
I like that,
wow.
that thing we saw a while ago, the
worst
Reddit person who was saying that the raid should be like the tower.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah,
actually.
that's such a good idea.
Like, it's like actually the raid, and you have to like.
And then the final boss is in the courtyard itself. Like, you have to go up and then.
Yeah.
Like, if Bungie if that wasn't already the plan, if I was an employee at Bungie and I saw that, I'd be like, guys, we gotta
change things up.
We need to completely change this because that is amazing.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cool, actually. For those who haven't seen the raid, the movie, you should watch it.
Yeah, exactly. And then
or Judge Dredd.
They can call it the raid.
Yeah, the actual the raid.
The raid.
Oh man! Come on, my super is wasting away. Do they not have a full team? Oh. Gotcha. No? Oh, he got me. I should just switch to Smash and call it a day. What's your favorite, do you think, okay, so we saw like an SMG, right? Like, that was a thing.
Yeah.
Do you think there's going to be a lot of new weapon types or just a few?
Oh, what do they got left? Let's see, yeah, SMGs. I mean, they got revolvers, they got pistols, they
dual
got...
wield?
Ooh, Halo 2?
Yeah, a little dual wield action.
Man, I miss dual wield. I know it's like one of those things from like
hello.
I'm sure from a gameplay perspective, it's better to have not dual wielding, but I miss that they took dual wielding out of Halo because I just think it's cool.
That was like the thing, you know, like the one thing that people wanted. I feel like.
Yeah.
That they kept speculating on, like, what if there was just like a exotic that was like, you know,
a dual wielding
exotic or
like
something.
Call of Duty's done that, where most weapons are, you know, standard weapons, but then you'll pick up a specific weapon that is dual wielding. So they could do it. That'd be interesting.
And they already got enough melee stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got swords, you got axes.
Oh my gosh. Getting
You
worried.
got hammers.
Yeah, but the axe you couldn't actually
That's true.
do
It's not.
anything with,
It's not
right?
a. That's just a pickup.
Yeah.
Heavy
Is he
ammo
following me?
available.
That stick him? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
don't
think
know.
of like what else is left.
There's gotta be something we're not thinking of.
What about like lasers?
Ooh.
Like a laser gun.
Oh, what's up, JM? A laser gun?
Yeah, it's like a
like the
stream.
Moonraker in GoldenEye?
Yeah, exactly. like a green energy beam.
Maybe? Oh, God.
What if they introduce alien weapons? Because all the weapons you
Vex Mythoclast.
okay, more alien, more weird.
Spartan laser is what
Spartan laser. Yeah,
as,
there you go.
Zero says.
Yeah, what if they just start like taking all the old Halo weapons and like
Well,
slightly
Telesto is like the Needler,
that's okay. You know what? They're kind of already there.
right? Like,
Just go the full way with it.
yeah. Shout out your thoughts in chat in terms of like what weapons you'd like to see. Oh, that guy's dead.
Someone says more character customization. Shaders are lame.
I
mean,
thought shaders are fine.
I don't think shaders are lame, but I agree that more color customization would be cool.
Yeah, and more character customization, I guess. They should be able to do it this time around, I would assume.
Yeah, although they said that that's the one thing about your character that would actually carry over, would be your character's like physical
Oh,
appearance.
God. You don't want to. I'll show you my character. Thanks, Rob.
Heavy ammo available.
T-Man, master of the universe with like eye tattoos.
I just made like a pretty blue lady with purple hair.
That's good. I have one, I think, similar to that, I feel like. My
actually-
Warlock.
My friend, he made a Destiny character, and we looked at our characters. We literally made the same character.
Oh, really?
Somehow, pure accident.
It's like,
Which-
hey, that looks like my character, though.
I mean, it was bound to happen. They didn't have that many options.
Oh, God.
Looked good, though. Do you think they'll bring back character voices? Remember how they had that, and then they like completely abandoned it?
No, I lost them out of war. I don't know. That would...
Because
I'm going to go with
they had
no.
full.
Chakrams.
They had like dialogue for every race and every. They had like 6 different voices, like prolific voice actors. I remember read like 5 lines of dialogue
5 lines.
in the original game, and then for all the expansions, they just like didn't have them record any more dialogue.
Huh.
And so it's like, okay, you just gonna not do this anymore? It's fine. They don't. I don't feel like I need my character to talk.
Like, nah.
It's
I don't
just
know. That
kinda
was
weird
always
that
kind of
they-
weird, like in the cutscenes when like everyone else talks and then, oh,
Yeah.
I got one at least.
Heavy ammo
It was
Um,
weird when you did talk because
That's true.
It was so you wouldn't talk, and then all of a sudden your character talked for like a second, and you're like, whoa, I'm talking. That's weird. Emblem customization.
available.
I don't know if
Dude,
they'll- I don't know
dicks.
if
You
they'll-
want more dicks
I don't
and
know if
stuff?
they'll do that. I feel like they
Good work.
like wanting those emblems is part of like their economy at this point, right?
I mean, emblems are like one of the ways for them. Emblems and shaders are a way for them to be like, hey, do this cool thing, and you'll get this cool
exactly.
thing.
So it's hard to see them get rid of it. Unless
And
they
there's some
replace
RNG
it
to it.
with
Yeah.
something better.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm slowly getting better, guys. I'll eventually hit 1 KD.
Oh, this is interesting. Actual faction wars. Pledge allegiance to one for characters. So like,
Yeah, Cade, Zavala, Ikora, I guess.
well, those are more tied to
Or you mean like
classes.
the
I mean-
bad guys?
no, like you know, what are they called? Like the new monarchy. or,
Oh,
like,
okay. Dead Orbit.
Like you can swap at any point. What if it's like no, you pick this one, and then they actually like. What if that plays in a PvP where it's like this faction versus this faction, and they're fighting?
I mean,
for
that sounds good to
control?
me.
That sounds kind of interesting.
Yeah. Later, Fire Bucket. Thanks for coming by. Hello, Corinne. Oh, he left. Why did he leave? Let me see if I can invite him.
Dark Zone from the Division. That's
Dark
an interesting.
Zone.
That's an interesting idea. Ooh, yeah.
Like a-
PvP zones in like PvE zones that turn into PvP zones.
As long as you can't glitch them, like you could in the Dark
What
Zone.
if I can kill people? What if I can gank people and then steal their exotics?
Definitely, that's so not happening.
That would
There's
never
no
happen.
way that would happen. I'm just gonna queue up. I don't think it's gonna join. Fex123 Griffin says, "Do you all think Destiny 2 will have a paywall, or do you think it'll be a good game?"
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah. Maybe he thinks like, will the base game be good, and like you don't have to necessarily buy the DLC for it to be good?
Oh,
Maybe like you don't have to
mean,
buy like the whole bundle or package to get
I would
like
hope
a good.
so. Yeah.
I mean, I feel the same way. I would hope that the base game is like worth the $60, and then if you want to, buy the expansions, that they kind of like add to the game, and they don't necessarily, make you feel like, oh, I wish this was in the core game.
Right.
But they haven't really done that. I think usually it's just like, here's another raid, or here's like the Trial of the Elders, Prison of Elders, or Trials of Osiris, I guess.
I mean, but more it was that, like, the Taken King, in terms of story and variety of missions, I found was more interesting than a lot of the base game. So from that perspective, but I think honestly,
but that was like a refresh, right?
Yeah, that was like a refresh. That was like a Destiny. I mean, they had like the whole refresh with it, where they actually like reworked the story a little bit.
Yeah, and the Nolan North took over for Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, I've never gone through and redone it, but apparently they like reordered the whole campaign of the.
Oh, really?
Game. Yeah,
I didn't go back to do it
because
either.
that's when they added actual like quest whatever you call them, quest logs or whatever for like with Taken King, but they also retroactively made those available for the original game story, and they actually apparently like kind of reworked it so you'd actually do things in a slightly different order apparently, and it actually also like worked in all the other expansions.
Okay.
So they actually like made a decent effort to try and make that stuff like more cohesive and interesting.
Yeah, I was telling people like, hey, if you're gonna do it, this is the time,
I think that's why my friend who just picked it up is probably having such a good time. It's because he.
I mean, it's like the good version of Destiny, right?
Yeah,
at
it's
that
like,
point.
Hey, you just spent $30 on like a ton of content and are playing a pretty good version of Destiny.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's just.
Yeah, basically it's like, oh, you got all the good stuff that they figured out, and you paid one nice lump sum. You know?
I mean, the only thing you really missed out on was sort of like that zeitgeist of like having like the fresh raid in the moment. But he doesn't care about that kind of stuff, so I think he got he won out on that one.
That's fair. You mean he didn't want to farm for spin metal in the rocket yard?
I did that. I did that.
Everyone had to do that.
Spirit orbs. I think that was the one I farmed a lot.
Oh man, that was kind of like, I was like, oh, this is like an MMO. For anyone that doesn't think that like this one thing is like what is that?
I had during a summer job. There was nothing to do. And I was like, well, I wish I was just at home. I could farm some spirit orbs in Destiny, but I don't have my PlayStation. But I had my Vita, and I had you could like remote play.
Yeah. How garbage was that though?
So it was pretty garbage, but it was just good enough that I could run around and collect spirit orbs.
That's pretty good.
I couldn't do any actual like combat really, but I could just run around and collect spirit orbs, so I would actually just spend some time at work on my Vita.
That seems pretty clutch, actually. It became a mobile game for you.
Pretty much. The mobile companion app.
Oh, that's another thing that needs to be in the game. Oh, no.
Oh, a companion app thing?
Or like, yeah, just like the gear stuff. Because like they have the mobile app. I guess it'll always be mobile or website based, like Destiny Item Manager and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a friend who that's how when he plays, he has a laptop that has that stuff open, and he'll just change it through there because it's faster.
Yep, it is. We're on a little mini streak here.
Fex123 Griffin says, hopefully Destiny 2 will get to explore the cities and forests and such, or the main city. Yeah.
Ooh, what about environments? Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, we know there's going to be like another Earth environment for sure, but yeah, if like the idea is that the last city is getting attacked, I want to actually like wander around that.
Yeah.
I would like more of that stuff in like the hub, right? Like that was always the thing that disappointed me about the hub was
so weird.
It's like, oh, you got all these guardians, but I wanted to see just like random shops and people, like just like a cool environment. You know what? I remember from the first day Destiny came out, everyone always thought there's that giant door.
Yeah. Where Xur would hang out too sometimes,
yes,
right?
and everyone was like, oh, one day they're going to open that door and reveal like a new part of the tower you get to explore, and never did that.
That was a big Aaron thing. He wanted that so bad for the longest time.
I wonder if they were ever planning on doing that, or if that was never a thing.
Why would you stay?
People are talking about different class balances, buff abilities for warlocks.
Warlocks aren't buff enough, man. I think Warlocks is, I don't know. All three of their, I don't know. You're a Hunter guy yourself.
I'm a Hunter, yep.
Yeah, I'm main Titan. For me, it's Titan, Warlock, Hunter. I'm not a huge Hunter fan. I only made a Hunter because I started getting bored and I needed to, like, play something. Like, it felt like you were playing something different, right?
Yeah.
By playing, like, another class.
They're saying have Titan be more of a paladin this time around.
A healer?
Yeah.
Like some type of, like, hybrid tanky healer?
That'd be interesting.
That's their support class. I'll put down a Well of Light. Stand here. Actually, that would be interesting. They don't really have that, right? I mean, I guess Bubble is in a way sort of like that, but not really, right?
Yeah, someone's bringing up the interesting point of like make it more class-based, like Overwatch, more like traditional MMO-y maybe.
But don't you feel like they would need way more classes then?
Maybe, yeah, that's the thing. Well, if you really like flesh out the subclasses, then there kind of is, maybe.
Maybe. But then, see, the problem with that is, like, every class's subclass, they're all based on the same thing. There's a solar, there's, like, an arc, and there's a void.
Yeah, you would have to change that stuff up pretty dramatically.
I wonder what would be your 3 other elements if there are some. Water? Earth? Oh, I got 2.4 KD. All right, there we go.
Wind?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone for watching on YouTube and Twitch and chatting with us and asking questions. We appreciate it. If you haven't followed or subscribed, do that so that you guys can get informed when we go live. We're going to start going live more often. And yeah, we're going to go down to this Destiny 2 event, me and John Luke, next week for their gameplay premiere. We're going to both be getting some hands-on time with that, so look forward to next week. We'll probably have more thoughts on that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. It should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. I know, I want to say most people are excited for it, I think.
Yeah, I'd say so.
So hopefully that's the case for chat too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to see what subclasses there are, and I'm really curious if there's like some 4th class of some sort. That would be like, yeah, because like, you feel like you're going to the sequel of a game that like you got to have something bigger than just subclasses, I feel like, but what would that even be though?
Yeah, like that's the thing is what are they going to do to justify the 2 in the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to put a 2 on it, you got to bring something real new to the table.
Yeah, like new story is fine, but like I feel like there's got to be something bigger than just that. That's like, oh, here's the big difference maker. And also because like everyone would just level that character, right? Be like, oh shit, I'm gonna make the, that's how WoW goes. It's like, oh, you can become a demon hunter. I want to be a demon hunter, and then like that's how they do it, right? Like every now and then they'll just add that extra new class into the game, and then you're like, okay, cool, like that's what I'm gonna be playing or leveling, or like I'm gonna level that after I level my main, which is my Titan or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, Emperor Palpatine.
Heavy ammo available.
We're losing. We must secure our heavy. I messed that up real bad. At least I got that guy. 4 subclass, pet subclass.
Pet subclass. All right.
Can they even pull that up? Oh God. Did I not kill that guy?
Mounts. Add mounts. Like that aren't sparrows. I'm realizing sparrows are already kind of mounts. I want to ride like a wolf.
You ride a war? Okay. What is this? WoW?
Yeah. Just go more MMO with this one.
Even more MMO. Because it was supposed to be an MMO anyways, and then it wasn't. Right?
Yeah, just continue that train.
I didn't kill him.
I would like to see more
I did kill him.
more interesting like side quest stuff as far as
Oh yeah. So that's a big one.
Yeah, just kind of rework the way they do it. And
yeah, it's not just it's not even just that, right? So I didn't even think about this, so you brought that up. So good on you for doing that. So we're probably gonna get some new planets, right? That's got to be pretty safe to assume.
I want to say they said that in like somewhere. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And with that, what should happen, or the hope would be that like the spaces are bigger, and then not only are you doing quests from like the main hub world, but you run into NPCs that are on the planet itself.
On the world, yes.
Exactly, just like an MMO, right? Like then the hope is that like as you're traversing, you're meeting more characters, more NPCs. Oh, really?
Yeah, I want those environments to actually have more like people and interactivity in them. Apart from like, you know, it kind of becomes this typical grind of like, well, you go to the tower, you pick up your things, and then you go down, and then you know,
yeah,
you do your bounties, and then you're done, right? And that's kind of it. Something a little more interesting than that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good start right there, right? It's like, okay, each of these worlds going to have way more stuff going on, and like, oh man, what if they put even more factions than just like what are in the game now? Because I'm thinking so WoW at this point, right? Yeah. Like there were like little sub factions within those areas. It's like on that planet that were like specific, right? So it's like, okay, now I'm farming the, I don't know, whatever alien race there is on Pluto or whatever, Jupiter, and like that then becomes like a thing that you then farm even more of, which would be, yeah. Oh, where did that guy? I don't want to.
Charlie Brown says, I believe they will move away from weapon talents and instead use mods like in Borderlands.
Ooh. You think so?
I feel like
1 minute.
Somewhere deep down, if Destiny and Borderlands combined, that's like the ideal game, right? When I think about like the things I like about Borderlands and the things I like about Destiny, I'm like, if they just combine those two, that'd be a pretty good game, you know? Like, Borderlands does have that open areas with, you know, NPCs that you find, and like I think their quests are more interesting than Destiny. But then it's like, you know, I prefer the way Destiny feels with its guns, although Borderlands is still pretty good.
Oh no, 9. Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, it's just like a balance though, because Destiny is like such a big world.
Right.
Oh no. All right, let's.
Someone says weapon and armor trading. I don't know if they'll do that.
Man, I really wish we could trade.
Me too. I don't think they'll do it.
I mean, it just sometimes like it hurts the worst when you're doing a raid or something. And okay, so what if they had limited trading like Diablo? Where if you're in the raid,
you can only do it with the person you were partied up with, and you can only do it for an hour. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
But you can't just trade willy-nilly. So then at least you can say like within your group of friends who you're trying to help make better, like, oh, I don't really use hand cannons, but I know John Luke uses hand cannons. This is a really good hand cannon. We did this, I don't know, strike or raid together. It'd be really nice if I could just give it to you instead of like scrapping it, right?
Sure. Or I got this raid armor that I already have that you were trying to get.
Yeah, exactly.
I can give it to you now.
I could see maybe that happening, so like some type of limited trading.
That'd be really nice, actually.
But then that also, the counter to that, or the devil's advocate to that, or like maybe from Bungie's perspective, is that, well, then you're not going to do these events as often as you do now, because then you're easily able to give each other stuff. Then you're not going to, like, you won't have the hook to keep trying to get something, right? Like for the longest time, it's like I keep raiding because I can't get the raid helmet, you know?
But I would argue that it goes too far the other way, where you're like, okay, I'm raiding too much to try and get this helmet.
But I want that helmet.
I know, but like that's the thing. It's like if they just let me get the helmet from my friend who got the helmet that time, because that's just so disheartening when that happens.
Yeah, and it was a little different too, because like in WoW, it was like 25-man/40 raids depending on when you played, and in those 25-man raids, what it would be like, here's a token that you take to the town that is good for 3 classes, that whoever trades it in gets a piece of raid armor. But that's not going to happen in Destiny, obviously. So, man, I don't know. It's just basically we both want it to be more MMO, pretty much, right?
Yeah,
like
I really do.
Yeah, I just don't know how.
Well, here's the real question. They're going to have it on PC. How's that gonna become a factor in terms of people modding and cracking the game?
Well, I think that since it's probably going to be like an online only game,
Right.
that you probably won't be able to do anything to it, is my guess. It'll
True.
probably be like a Blizzard game where you have to log into their like Bungie to get to your account, which then pretty much gates you from being able to like change the files. However, by having it on PC, I feel like if things weren't already data mined, it's definitely going to get data mined.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see. All right, what's Charlie Brown got to say here? Yeah, division trading was like Diablo trading. It was limited trading in the sense that you could do it within your group or your squad.
They should do that.
Yeah, I think they should at least do that. That would be the hope, but yeah, you never know.
Iron Banner Mayhem Clash.
All right, we're gonna try the old hand cannon again.
No holding back. Your enemies won't.
Well, they kind of got Martin Lemus in YouTube chats talking about just like fetch quests and having to get all your quests from the tower. At least like it got better to the point where you could turn in your quests without having to go to the tower. Whereas like in the way back in the day, you actually had to like go back every time. That was a pain in the butt. So just think about how your quality of life is a lot better now than.
And usually it works where you only have to pick up all your quests once a day. So like, it just kind of became a routine where like you log into Destiny, you go to the tower first, you pick up your stuff, then you head there, do your stuff, and then you're kind of done. Like you don't have to really head back.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
No. That guy's gotta be dead, right? Oh, hello. As I watch someone get arc bladed, someone else gets arc bladed. I don't think a hand cannon is the way to go here. But whatever. We'll make it work. Hopefully. Yeah.
Can we say the little we know about what we're gonna be playing?
Not that I know. I don't even know what we're playing.
Well, I know that what system we're playing it on.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll just keep that on the hush hush for now, since I don't know what we're allowed to say other than the invite, the day we're gonna be there, and like pretty much what's in that box. Because you got that box too, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Yes. And the pin and the pin stuff.
At the foot of my desk. World Without Light. That actually does. Back when the original Destiny script that got like leaked a while ago, they showed like all of the stuff that got put on the cutting room floor. One of those things was Guardians of Dark. It was like darkness, like Dark Guardians.
I want to be a Dark Guardian.
So I wonder if like a world without light implies like you can become a Dark Guardian.
That'd be sick.
That'd be kind of neat.
So then I would be going for dark shadow light.
Yeah.
The shadow points. I need to level up shadow points. Cause like the Traveler is all jacked, right, in that trailer.
Oh yeah.
Like just like completely jacked.
Well, that was like the whole like the original. I mean, so a lot of that's been kind of reworked and stuff. So it's who knows what they actually do with it. But the whole premise was that you'd have the Guardian of Light, but then you'd have these other Guardians called like Dark Guardians. That didn't follow the Traveler, and kind of the idea was like they weren't evil, it was more just like a different like faction kind of like idea, and they didn't believe in the Traveler was kind of what it was. And there's apparently supposed to be this whole big thing where the speaker like betrays you or something. Like there's a lot of subplot that they ended up not doing at all, and they probably not saying that won't necessarily be in the game because they've changed so much of like characters and stuff like that, but I could see them potentially bringing some of that back.
Yeah.
Like the robot, the Stranger, she was supposed to be like a Dark Guardian originally. Was the original idea for that character before they changed it. That could be interesting though. Like, what if it becomes like a Horde alliance thing where it's like, Dark Guardian, Light Guardian.
That'd be cool. Like,
that'd actually be pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Oh God, I missed. Come back here. Ah,
Yeah,
damn you,
Zero
Warlock.
HX says, yeah, the Traveler was supposed to be evil. Yeah, there was supposed to be like some reveal where the Traveler was. Well, wasn't that the Traveler was evil? Is that like?
Well, we don't know very much about him, right?
Yeah, the idea was like the Traveler. The whole reason all this bad stuff happened to Earth is because it followed the Traveler, and the idea was like, maybe the Traveler is actually not that great because it's kind of caused all of our problems, and a lot of people like were kind of like against the Traveler.
Oh, I'm so dead. Save me!
Heavy ammo on the way.
Wait, kill
Yeah,
him.
who knows how much of that stuff will actually, if they'll ever recycle any of that.
All just hearsay and guesses.
Oh, yeah.
And theory crafting. Well, not theory
Heavy
crafting, but
ammo available.
one can hope. Wow, that killed nobody. Stick him. Man, I stuck one. Yep.
Yeah.
So out of the 3 subclasses for you, when you played Hunter, right?
Mhm.
Which one was your favorite?
I mean, I really like the I forget the name of him. The bow one.
Oh, Void.
Void.
Yeah, well, I guess Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, it was great for PvE. You know, just like being able to like string up enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't really that great for PvP at all.
It was actually decent at one point. The really good like PvP players, what they would do, because Nightshade used to allow you to roll twice. That thing was pretty broken.
Oh right.
That was pretty broken.
Yeah, I like that one because I like the abilities it had. Plus, just having like a bow is pretty cool.
Trade.
I didn't like the gun, the golden gun. Mainly
Oh,
because
the golden gun.
I was never accurate enough with it.
Oh,
To
it's a
feel-
pretty big reticle though. It's
feel
not like
useless.
your smaller one, but yeah, I could see that.
As a starting thing, I felt a little like disappointed. I was
Mhm.
like, oh man, I think I picked the bad one. But then I got the blade, and I was like, no, okay, I made the right choice. This blade's pretty rad. And that's useful, the invisibility.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we
Heck
got a
useful,
silver
especially when you're
blade.
trying to exploit raids.
Yes, that is definitely true. Zero HX dropping the knowledge, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Hard to say what'll happen. One can hope.
Yeah.
New planets, maybe new races.
New races, that'd be interesting.
Your character transfers over, but we got cooler races that you could play as now. All right.
Yeah, I don't know why I'd want to transfer my character over. As far as like, well, I mean,
Well, nostalgia, right?
nostalgia, but like, as far as like
Can I even?
sentimental, it's all sentimental attachment. There's like no story conceit for me to like care about my character really.
Can I? Will it show my character now? Yeah. See, look, my guy looks like He-Man. Thanks, Rob. Mistakes were made.
Wow.
Mistakes were
Ooh.
made. The funny thing is, I made another Titan, and I really thought I was gonna delete this one because I really just don't like how it looks. But then I couldn't bring myself to do it because it was like my first character in Destiny, and I was
Ugh.
like, fine, I'll delete
Too
my
sentimental.
female Titan. And then I always think about how, well, also because it has all like, progression wise, it has all like, my dead orbits like leveled up like really high, and my all my rep is like super high. So it's like, oh man, I don't want to look like a scrub and give up all my, this isn't even that high though, but probably gonna do like one more match ish. So if you guys have any other thoughts or questions, fire them off in chat.
Goob says Tana live stream, #HMD.
Oh, yes, that's true. That is what Danny would say. Hold my destiny. Hold my destiny is what that stands for. That's really what it stands for. We just pitched so much shit we could make a trilogy. All right, Zero. You, me, and John Luke. We'll make Destiny 3.
Yeah.
The prequel. where we actually know what the Traveler is and why we're doing stuff for the reasons we do.
Ooh, what about ships? Let's talk ships here.
Widow's Court. Ships?
Yeah, spaceships.
You mean other than just having it
Other than
do what
just
they do?
Other than just a visual. What could they possibly make them more
Bravo team.
like ship combat or?
I don't think ship combat. No way.
I'd like
man.
something more than a cosmetic. I don't know if I want ship combat, but I want something else.
Well, here's one. It's not real. It's like ship related, but not like in the way that you want it to be. Oh God. So one of the biggest things people like about Warframe and not Destiny is that you can do like everything in your ship.
Yes.
Or you can do a lot of
yes.
things in your
You
ship.
can actually hang out in your ship. That
Yeah.
would be enough. That would be enough for me.
So would we be able to do that is the question. Oh, come on. Peek one more time. Oh, he jumped away.
Lost the lead.
I just wanna snipe.
Hands-on at Destiny 2 at E3 this year. I think they've said, yeah. I'm pretty sure they said.
I'm not sure about that one.
I don't 100%.
Oh,
I want to say
lordy.
they said yes, but I could be thinking of anything else.
I mean, the beta's out sometime right before the game launches, which is September. So you have to reasonably assume that it's summer, whenever that is.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
And I
Maybe.
mean, the thing we're seeing is part of Judges Week.
I think so.
Yeah, so presumably it'll be playable in some form.
It'll probably be at E3.
At E3.
They're gonna show something at E3. I hope it's like some type of like the fourth class or something. It's gotta be big, right? Like if they're doing gameplay.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. You make a good point. The game comes out in September. They have to start showing stuff
Yeah.
real soon.
Exactly.
Heavy ammo
Go get that.
available.
Don't let them have it. I'll help you. Quickly. I feel like this was a mistake. Where are they? My super's running out. Oh, that was a whiff. That's a whiff too? No, got him. Ooh, stick him.
I think you said that's Dan in the chat.
Neurosis is dead.
Yes. So he says, I mean, now that I have free time this year at E3,
5 minutes
okay.
remaining.
What does that mean? What does that mean,
he's
Dan?
He's got free time.
So he's gonna actually go check it out? Oh, God.
I guess so.
Damn it.
I'm gonna wait in line for that.
I'm not. Ain't got time to wait in
Dude,
line,
you
Dan.
and me ain't got time for anything at E3.
Well, yeah, no, we don't actually. I was gonna say maybe we could go before the
No.
show opens, but I don't think
you
that's
and,
gonna be the
you and
case.
me don't have time for that.
No, but we'll get to see it next week. So, damn it, I hit him in the leg.
At the most, maybe I'll end up doing a
Whatchamacallit? Go to
like a post press conference thing.
yes.
Like
maybe.
last year, I ended up going with like Rob and Mike to the Xbox thing they had after their press conference. Like, who knows? I might end up going to like one of those.
Oh God.
If they need me, but
Oh, golden gun guy.
who
Heavy
knows?
ammo on
Oh,
the
I
way.
killed that guy. Yeah, you never know. I mean, maybe they'll stop by the stage too. You never know.
True. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
The old stage.
Heavy ammo
Oh
available.
yeah, smash that guy. Come back and grab heavy. No? Going heavy? Oh
Well, Dan
God.
says he can get there first in the morning with the exhibitor badge.
That is true. We can't. How did that guy not kill him?
True. We could.
But we gotta set up for the shows. I don't know.
Yeah, we
We
don't.
I'm pretty sure me and John Luke do not have time for that.
No.
As much as I would love to do that. Man, I need to be like.
do
Oh.
that. If anyone would go,
lordy.
it would be like Mike or Callie.
Yeah, probably.
Although I don't even know if Mike would have time.
He's like helping host, right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
I think Callie's gonna host a little bit as well.
Oh, nice.
During some days.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. You heard it here first from John Luke.
Yep. Hot scoop.
Oh, that was a bad time to do that, buddy. Sweet, is that?
Goop says he'll open up the hashtag Blame Tay crew shirts.
Yeah, what
Open
crew
it up
shirt?
again.
Oh, there will be none of that. None of that. There were only ever 10 of those printed, and that's where it stands.
That was my first week here. I came in, and you guys were all like, We all got our shirts in the today. Like you and Danny and Mary are all like excitedly wearing these shirts, and I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on.
I have yet to wear that shirt. I have it as like a prop. I think it's weird to put on a shirt with my own face on it. How is that guy not dead?
Goob says he'll be in the pleb line. Goob, are you going to E3 this year?
I think he's going.
Whoa. What are you looking forward to seeing there, Goob? What are you hoping to play?
Nothing.
Nothing. One game.
Cause lines, man.
What's the one thing you're looking forward to playing? Because that's all you'll get.
Probably Destiny 2. Oh god,
Destiny 2. All I know that is going to be playable there is probably Destiny, and I know Call of Duty is going to be playable.
Yeah.
That's it.
Battlefront, maybe? Battlefront 2?
Oh, yes. No, Battlefront is actually going to be playable. Yeah. 3 things.
3 things.
3 things will be playable.
Oh god.
Goob says GS stage on show floor, right?
We got yeah.
We have a stage.
There will
yes.
be one, yes. I am so playing the bads. No, you come back here. Damn it. We're winning, but not because of me.
Dan says he wore his at E3 last year at the Twitch booth.
Great. It's okay. Nobody understands that joke. Only a select few will understand, so it's okay. If anything, they all wore it in Murder Alley that one night. And there's like a picture of like 6 people with it on.
Heavy ammo on the way.
No Murder Alley this year.
Well, we just gotta make one, right?
Yeah, we gotta make a new one. Yeah, Dan was saying, he's like, oh, I gotta retire the Twitter account. And I was like, don't do that, man. Just
Wait, so he's confessing that one of them is him?
30 seconds remaining.
So you told me.
For the longest time, no one was supposed to know who was what. It's
Shit,
like
did I
it's a
reveal-
mystery.
Did I reveal that?
It depends on which one it is. Oh god, I'll play one more because that was awful. That's how it goes here. But like there's so many GameSpot E3 like mystery Twitter handles.
Mystery Twitter handles.
So Murder Alley is one of them. I guess now that Dan has been exposed.
I've exposed Dan. I didn't realize it was a thing to not. Oops.
No, I knew it was him. There's like Radisson 13th floor. There's like Ham Duet and Ham Solo, I think.
He says he knows who owns them all.
No, but there's multiple. No, there's multiple people. There's multiple people that own different ones. So maybe he does know who owns each one. But there's different. I know some people that like know different ones, but yeah, that own different ones. But I'm not gonna say. Like I think I know who Ham Solo is. I don't know who Ham Duet is. Ham Duet, if people don't know what I'm talking about, we get catered sandwiches.
Yep.
Of which Ham Duet was one of the ones you could pick from. But nobody actually likes Ham Duet. So that would always be the one that was left over. And if you got unlucky, you had to eat Ham Duet. Trying to think what else is playable at E3.
Everything I know is already out.
Well, we can only speculate, right?
Yeah.
So it's
like
like
Shadow of War maybe playable.
yeah, I could see that one being playable. What about, do you think anything more on God of War this year?
Ooh, they'll definitely show it. I don't know if it'll be
Because, I mean, they showed
playable.
gameplay last year.
Yeah.
So you think just like another, it'll be like the Horizon Zero Dawn. They just keep
Right.
showing you stuff and you don't actually get to play it till like later.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how far they are in that one.
Cyberpunk? What if they show? No?
They've already said they won't. They've already confirmed.
Confirmed? Really? I thought they were going to talk about it at least.
I feel like they confirmed that they weren't going to really show anything this year. I could be wrong.
That's a bummer. I had the wrong gloves on that whole time. But that's fine. All right. I lied about the last game being the last game because this one is for sure the last game. But thank you everybody for tuning in on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, I'm Eric. That's John Luke.
What's up?
We are on streams from time to time. There's other people here at the office that do some fun live streaming. So, hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and make sure you come back next week when we talk about Destiny 2 after we've seen it. Neurosis saying, do you think Death Stranding? I don't know. I think we'll see it again.
Yeah, I think they'll show up.
I don't. And here's Hideo Kojima. But that was the sickest when the stairway he walked down.
Stairway.
Oh my god.
But the timing of him walking and the timing of the stairs lighting up didn't match perfectly.
Yeah,
and that
but
drove
still,
me nuts.
But still,
it was good. It
was
was good.
just like, oh, that was like a big middle finger.
It was so good.
Oh man, so good.
Somniac Spider-Man, maybe. Yeah.
I could see that.
Mayhem Clash.
I want to know what Xbox is showing.
They don't have Scalebound.
Nope. I think they've already confirmed no Halo 6 this year.
Oh really?
I want to say they confirmed that. But
Okay.
Halo 3 anniversary. It's 10th anniversary of Halo. They did it with 1 and 2.
It's fair.
Think
but
they wouldn't do it with 3?
No,
One of the most popular Halos?
I don't dispute that it won't happen. I just is that what you want though?
I mean, I'm just thinking what would they do? You know what? For $20-$30, I'll play a remastered version of Halo 3 because it's one of my favorite games. But
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying that's the most exciting thing to ever happen. If that's the biggest announcement they had, that'd be pretty disappointing.
You'd be pretty sad.
Yeah.
No, that would be really bad because they have Scorpio, so they got to have something, right?
Oh, right.
They got to have something good.
Someone says
this is a
they like our
mistake.
Titanfall vids. Thank you.
Except we probably neither of us
no.
helped make those.
That is all Rob.
Probably all Rob.
All Rob.
Rob loves him some Titanfall.
That
That's
one.
for
That
damn
one.
sure.
Rob. The Titan. The which Titan's best for you one. That's like his most popular video he's ever made here. Is what he was telling me. It's like one of them. It's like one of the most viewed video he's ever done.
That's crazy. Mine is just gameplay, so it's not that. Mine is Mortal Kombat Fatality compilation.
I think mine's the.
That's all I got.
I think mine's that Resident Evil.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
You've had a couple good ones with history ofs.
Yeah, the Elder Scrolls one was the biggest. But then I think Resident Evil beat it out. Although apparently Persona might beat that out. That's apparently doing real hot.
Oh, yeah?
Ryan was telling me
Nice.
that that's still doing real well.
Got that hot. Yeah. That was a good one, though. That was a good job by you.
Oh, thank you.
If people haven't tuned into that one yet, and you're into Persona or thinking about playing Persona 5, Jean-Luc kind of did a cool history of that kind of gets you all ready for Persona 5 in case you didn't play the other games. So yeah, check that out. Check out just our stuff in general. Like Mike's got Reboot. You guys, you and Jake got a Saddest Party.
We're done with that though. We wrapped that up.
Okay.
That's been wrapped. We want to eventually do another series in the vein of that, but not right now. We need a break.
Yeah.
So probably nothing until after E3. Although we have some ideas.
Damn you, Palpatine. Fire is stronger than lightning.
Red Dead 2. Ooh, yeah, Red Dead 2 playable?
They don't usually do stuff at E3.
No.
Is the thing. So they'll go on their own schedule, and you'll see whatever they have when they're ready for it,
I
right?
agree.
They don't feel like they're beholden to that
Nope.
schedule.
Goobs bounce out. See you, Goob.
You know? Let her goob. Oh, God.
Someone saying that apparently the actress for Quiet had been leaked by Mickelson, but then he deleted his tweet for Death Stranding.
Really?
That's what Zero's saying. And
Interesting. How did we not hear about that?
yeah. It's new to me.
Seems like something we'd know about, you know? Oh, don't you run from me.
Gains the lead. Heavy ammo available.
Michelle Rodriguez, I will absolutely tell Rob that you love his Titanfall videos.
The Titanfall. Oh, God, he's got heavy. All right, I'm first. But how long will that last? Probably not long. Did you PvP much? Oh, free kill.
Did I PvP much?
Yeah.
Yes.
God, this gun sucks.
Although it was very much like got a little mindless for me,
Mhm.
where it's like, well, I want to grind out these bounties, put on a podcast, and
Yeah,
play some
that's fair.
PvP or put on a YouTube video in the background or something. KH JSauce says, I have a question. I hope you'll answer me. Sure.
Let's do it.
Ask away.
Hopefully we have the answer.
Yeah. Pickle says, is anyone going to play Injustice 2? I'm
Yes.
sure we'll make Joey play it.
Yeah, I'll probably be playing it.
I'll play some.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
definitely play some. You were definitely big on the story. You told me, like, I was like, why is Superman in jail? You're like, you didn't play Injustice 1? I was like, nope.
I mean, it wasn't like the biggest thing in the world, but
Yeah.
I played the original Injustice, and I do remember the story for the most part. I remember the basics.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game, though.
Apparently the comic adaptation of that story went on for a really long time.
Oh, really?
Like it.
Oh, yeah. I heard it
ended,
did
like,
really well. I
last
heard it did
year
well.
or something. It went on several years after the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. So I wonder if they're going to do that again.
I think they are. I think that was already one of the comic book writers already came out and said, like, I'm doing it. I don't know if it's for Injustice 2, but they're still doing the comic, that's for sure. Oh, hello.
Cage, Jason's question was, how often does free weekends happen for games like Overwatch? I don't really know.
Not that frequently, but it does happen from time to time.
Yeah.
Like right now, they're trying to get people to play Heroes of the Storm.
Right.
So that's free. I'm pretty sure, right? Like, I'm not crazy for that one, right?
That is free.
Yeah. So if you want Overwatch skins and whatnot, that's definitely the way to go.
Ooh. Gray Fox mentions Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
You see that at E3.
Possibly.
Although when they announced it last year, they made it kind of pretty clear that was like a teaser that they were like just started working on that game. So if they show something, it won't be that far in.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. I think that game's still a ways away.
Okay.
I think they've already said no Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts. Yeah,
I figured
someone
for
can slap me in the face if they actually show something there. Okay, you know what? That's not true. That's not fair. They usually show something, but it's like will you actually see release date or anything like that?
I don't think
Probably
they've actually
not.
shown anything at E3 since that announcement. Show.
I'll go on record right now that I will let someone slap me in the face if they actually show the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3.
Man.
That's how confident I am that they won't. I guess, if that's confidence at all. Wow, how did you not die to that? Jeez. You have a heavy?
Oh.
Okay, well, that worked out, I guess. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this one, John Luke.
Yeah.
Best around. All right. Don't kill me. I'm still alive. For now. Whoa, that's a lot of thank yous. Thank you, Michelle Rodriguez. Yeah, anyways. That's kind of been me and John Luke spewing a lot of what we want for Destiny, essentially.
Yeah. And E3.
Destiny 2, sorry. And E3, yeah. It's like a 2-for-1. But yeah, we're thankful to everyone that watched and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And,
we're usually behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't see us
too often.
that often.
Yeah. You got anything else going on this week that you need to kind of like?
Nope. Wrapping up some Prey stuff, but
Cool.
that's kind of it.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned to, obviously the lobby, which is tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
At 11.
Right, I gotta prep for that.
Yeah, we gotta prep for that soon. And then also our Prey review should hopefully be up soon. Tomorrow probably just wrapped up as you had mentioned, and should probably be working on that already. Here's your shout out, Michelle Rodriguez. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Zero and Pickle Rick and some of the others that have been kind of saying what's up. Hi, Sean. That's as many as I can get in. Sign us out. Get us out of here,
right.
John Luke. See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.